Welcome to the show, everyone. It is Friday, April 24th, 2020. And we have to start off this show by saying something exceptionally stupid because our fearless leader said it. You can't make this stuff up. I've said this I don't know how many times. Since 2016, I can't believe how many times I've said this, but you can't make this stuff up. It just wouldn't be believable. Don't inject bleach into your body. Don't do that. Don't drink bleach. Do not ingest disinfecting sprays or any kind of chemical like that into your body. Don't do that. I have to say it right off the bat because, of course, our fearless leader decided that I don't want to say he recommended because that's pushing it a little bit, but he threw the idea out there. This is not a joke. This is real. Again, I have to qualify this by saying it's real. He floated the idea of possibly injecting people with disinfectant in order to cure them of the human malware. He did it live in his presser yesterday. Dr. Birx, who is a good doctor, she is a good doctor. She has given very good, solid advice. It was hard for her to even fathom what he was saying. They switched a camera onto her as he was saying this, and she just looked at him like, what on earth are you saying? But at the same time, she realizes, okay, it's the president. I need to hold my tongue. Because again, it's a similar situation for Dr. Fauci and for both of them, basically. For both Dr. Fauci and for Dr. Birx, it's a similar situation because they could just come right out and just completely decimate the president anytime they wanted to, because they're smarter than that. They understand what's going on here, but they don't, because they realize that they can do more good by just sucking it up and dealing with some of the ridiculousness that the president does and says, and then hopefully later they can just go out and correct him and people won't do anything stupid. And the reason we have to address this is because whenever the president was talking about the chloroquine, that whole situation, he kept pushing it, and sure enough, we had a couple of Americans here who went and took fish cleaner or some sort of stuff you use for the aquarium, thinking that it was the exact same thing as the hydrochloroquine you get at a pharmacy. And their reason for taking it, well, the president said, I kid you not, they said that. They absolutely said that. They said the reason they gave it a try was because the president said. And they died. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the two people that took that stuff, they died because of that stuff that they took. So that's why we have to be extraordinarily careful with the things that the president says, because he says really stupid things. Not that that hasn't already been made insanely obvious at this point, but you think that you've reached the pinnacle of stupidity, and then he says something else. It's insanity, man. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. But again, please, people, don't actually go and do that. Don't do that, please. Don't ingest bleach. That's bad. It's very, very bad. It will kill you. At the very least, it will make you insanely sick, and you'll have to go to the hospital and probably get your stomach pumped, which is not a good time. I have been lucky enough to never have had my stomach pumped, but from what I understand, it is one of the most unpleasant procedures you could imagine. You're awake the entire time they do it. They don't put you under for something like that. You are awake. So they stick this tube down your throat, and it basically vacuums up all the crap in your stomach. And you're awake the whole time. And it's painful, and it feels horrible because obviously, you know, it sticks it straight down your throat. You're gagging the whole time. They give you stuff to try and, you know, lessen your gag effect or your gag reflex. But that crap doesn't work. So yeah, please don't do that. Please don't ingest any of it. The only stuff that you should ingest is regular food, obviously, and any drugs that your doctor says you absolutely need. If your doctor doesn't say you need it, you should at least question, do I really need this? Mr. Rancid over here saying work needs to hurry up and end. Well, that's good. I'm glad you still have a job. That's awesome. I've already drank 4 bottles. No, you haven't. Not drank 4 bottles of bleach. You have not. And I apologize. I'm actually taking my real medication right now, which is why I'm kind of dropping in and out a little bit. I apologize. I got to take this stuff because allergies are starting to pick up a little bit again. So I got to make sure I stay on my meds. It sucks. I have to take so many freaking pills that it takes me 3 swallows to get them all. How many pills am I taking right now? 1, 2, 3, 7 pills. Okay. And again, this is stuff that was given to me by my doctor. So there's the qualifying statement. These are prescriptions. Doc says, here you go. You should be fine. Okay, good. Last one. Okay. Good. Better. In other news, when the president is not telling us to poison ourselves, we have the NFL draft. For those of you, even in Europe, who follow the NFL, some of y'all do. We have the NFL draft. Joe Burrow, as expected, went number 1 to the Bengals. I feel kind of bad for him and the Bengals already, because already people are, as soon as the pick went through, and we knew this was going to happen, but as soon as the pick went through, they immediately started saying, well, his career's over. I don't know, man. Joe's a good quarterback. He really is. He deserved to go number 1. The guy is amazing. He's a terrific quarterback. He's going to do really well. Even with a team that has not been doing well, he is going to do very well. It might take some time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here in Texas, the Cowboys had the 17th pick, and they got CD Lamb, who is probably the best wide receiver in this year's draft. I got a chance to... I didn't actually watch him play live, but not like I was actually at the game. But I saw a few of his games last year on television. And the kid is really that good. He's an extraordinary talent. So I know the Cowboys need a defense, but when you have an opportunity to take a player like CD Lamb, you take it. At worst, if they decide, okay, maybe we went a little too heavy offensively, they could still trade him. They could probably trade him for a couple of second-round picks and maybe even something else. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good pick. It's a solid pick. Plus, there are still... I mean, because the Cowboys really need some defense. So, that was their main concern. But again, like I said, when you got somebody out there like CD Lamb, you take it. So, not upset with their pick at all. It's a good pick. Now they're fully loaded. They are fully loaded at wide receiver now, which is terrific. They've got, I mean, look at their 3 wide receivers. They got CD Lamb, who is probably going to be a starter to begin with. Michael Gallup, who is an extraordinarily talented wide receiver. He's still young, but he's doing really well. And then, of course, you've got Amari Cooper. So, those three with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, crap. That's a very good offense. Look what happened with Pac-Man Jones. His career should have been over, but he still managed to carry on. Well, Pac-Man did that to himself. Yeah, Pac-Man is it's his whole situation is basically he was an extraordinarily talented player that just could not keep himself out of trouble. He just couldn't. I just, again, great player. He could have done a lot. I mean, he did do a lot. Considering the shortened career that he had, he did really well. But again, it's like whenever teams take chances on players, you have to weigh the pros and the cons. Like, okay, he is a really great player when he's on the field. But, he gets into trouble when he's off the field way too much. There are players that go their entire careers and not once get into any sort of trouble, either with the law or get sued or hanging out with the wrong people. It's, there are players that go through and are able to do that the entire career. And he just attracts attention. So, I mean, he has a choice. Sometimes people choose to hang out with the wrong crowds. And I think that's what he did. Not saying that it was the crowds that necessarily got him in trouble. He's still ultimately responsible for what he does. So, yeah. He could have had a much better career. Probably could have made a lot more money too. Because when you have a player with the exceptional talent as him, if you're able to keep your nose clean and just go out there and do your job, the advertisers will come to you. It's like, I mean, just to, we were talking about the Cowboys. Think of Dak Prescott. He's a good player. He's a great player. And what does he do? He's smart. He stays out of trouble. He doesn't do anything stupid. He goes out there and he just plays. And that's his thing. And when he does put himself out there in public, he puts a smile on his face, and he comes across as a great guy. And so what happens? He gets all the advertising deals. He gets the Nike deal. He gets the Campbell's Chunky Soup deal. It's just the money will come. All you got to do is just be a decent guy, because you've already proven yourself on the field. Just be decent, and the money will just come to you. And that's not even including any sort of regional advertising that they can get. Pac-Man could have probably made another $15 to $20 million in his career if he had just stayed out of trouble. But he didn't do that. Dak, on the other hand, is staying out of trouble so far, which is good. And because of that, he's making tons of bank. Speaking of Dak Prescott, more Cowboy. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily Cowboys news. It's more Prescott news. His brother Jace Prescott, who was only 31 years old, died. I believe it was either this morning or yesterday morning. I think it was yesterday morning. He passed away. They didn't say exactly what happened to him. But yeah, he was a young man. He was 31 years old, and just like that, gone. I was like, oh man, because I don't know if you all have seen any of the commercials, but here in the United States, like I was just making mention of the Campbell's Chunky Soup commercial deal that Dak Prescott got. Well, he wanted to share in the love, and so he brought his brothers in, and his brothers did a commercial with him, so they all got paid, which is nice. And his brother Jace is in that commercial. And so that's how I got to know who Jace was. Plus, they're local Texas guys. So, we all just kind of, we keep up with our local Texas guys. But yeah, they haven't released how he died or why. We don't know. The only thing I can think of is that maybe it was a heart condition. because he was a big man. He was like 6'6", 6'7", and weighed like 350 pounds. He was a big man. So I'm thinking maybe that's what might have happened. Is it was possibly just, you know, some stress on his heart, and his heart just stopped. Maybe he died in his sleep. I don't know. Those are just things I'm just thinking might have happened. I don't know exactly what happened to him. But yeah, there wasn't any kind of car accident or anything like that was reported, so I'm guessing he died at home in his sleep. Poor guy, man. He was young. He was so young. Makes me think, man. Whenever somebody really young dies, you got to think to yourself, like, damn, dude, that guy's younger than I am. And he died of apparently natural causes. Gotta feel for him, man. And it sucks too, because the Prescotts have had more than their fair share of loss. In 2013, their mother died. I believe it was cancer. I think she had cancer. So yeah, they've had to deal with stuff like this before. They were a really tight family. And so yeah, in 2013 their mother died, and now Jace dies. And again, like I said, Jace was really young. So it's gotta suck, man. I feel for all those dudes. Because he and his brothers, they were close. Man, look at that hand. That's a massive hand. Let's see, what other news was there? Of course, the NFL draft was probably the biggest news. Probably the biggest thing that was going on yesterday. I put it on for like about 20 minutes, and then I turned it off because here's the thing. I like watching the drafts as they get, like the draft picks as they get picked, but there's usually a good, 10-15 minutes between the picks that teams get. Like the first pick will go through, and then the next team has about 15 minutes to make their selection, get it in, and then they announce that selection, and then the next team, and so on and so forth. And so there's about 10-15 minutes between each of the picks. And of course, since it's on television, they have to fill that time with something. They can't just say, okay, well, we'll sit here and wait now. No, they got to fill that time with something. And so they'll talk, and they'll, talk about various things. And that's the part that really turns me off. Because I get kind of sick of some of the announcers. I'm not saying that they don't know what they're talking about. Their delivery is not pleasant. I'll just say that. And I won't name names, but they're football guys. They know their stuff when it comes to football, but I can't stand them. So I turn it off. I'm like, I can't deal with this. But yeah, like I said, the biggest thing yesterday besides the NFL draft was what our fearless leader was suggesting. There was another thing he suggested too. He suggested UV light, which isn't. How can I put this? Okay, I think what he was getting at with both of his comments. Dry it. Dang it. I think what he was getting at with both of his comments was that there is some sort of there's some sort of treatment that you can do where they inject some sort of stuff into your body. I'm not a doctor, obviously. They inject some sort of stuff into your body, and it's almost like a disinfectant. I don't exactly know how it works. I read an article that they were talking about it, and I kind of understood the gist of it, but again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know exactly what the deal is with that stuff. But I think people are saying they think that's what he was getting at, like that's what he was trying to, to put out there, but it came across so badly. Like he's not very eloquent with his words. He just kind of spits out nonsense and hopes that he makes sense, and that doesn't always happen. But yeah, he also said something about UV light. And there actually is some truth to that. Apparently, and I'd actually kind of heard about this before, but I never really paid much attention to it because I don't work in a hospital. But in hospitals, what they will do is they'll sometimes send these machines into things like operating rooms, emergency rooms, and just other areas where there are no people, obviously, because you don't want to expose people to massive amounts of UV, because that can be bad. But they'll send these machines in there, and they basically go through the entire room, and they flash UV light onto all the different surfaces and stuff. And they use that as a method of disinfecting. I don't know exactly how good that is or how much it works, but apparently this is a practice that they do. So like I said, I don't understand. I mean, I understand how it's supposed to work. I don't know how. Gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know how effective it actually is. So, yeah. But I'm pretty sure you can Google that if you were interested. Just Google UV light disinfecting in a hospital, something like that. And I'm sure something will come up. Ooh, this is an interesting hand. Alright, what do we got here? Let's see. I'm going to set her down. We'll hold evenly matched. Solar Windjammer. Violin Cube. Oh, I was about to say he's gonna synchro summon immediately. Violet Epsilon. Please don't send my card back to my hand. That would really suck at this point. Oh, he destroyed it. Well, that sucks too. He's playing all his cards, huh? Let's see, what can I do here? This might not be the best thing to do, but... Oh, well, I removed 2 of his cards, so I guess that helps. I probably should have held that evenly matched. Because the only thing I can really do at this point... Let me think. Target one custom monster in your graveyard. Target face a monster in the field. Negate the effects of the second target. Okay, so that only negates effects. Let me check if I'm pretty sure I have 1,000 dies in here. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so... Let's do this. Burn my instant fusion. I'm gonna grab 1,000 eyes. 40 minutes left of what? Your work? There are people here in America who'd be like, dude, I want to go to work. Oh, man. Apparently I can't use this effect. Did I not? Oh, crap. Let me see. Cannot be targeted opponent's monster effects. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay, we have to think of something else now. I could do a Lecter, but I can't target with a Lecter either. That sucks. I guess instead of talking to y'all, I should have been paying attention. Oh well. We're in trouble now, guys. I don't know what to do. Been to work all week. That's good. I'm glad you guys are working. Damn, and I don't have a 3. Yeah, I don't have a synchro with 3 stars. Yeah, it sucks. Well, it all depends where in America you are. Because in some areas, they're apparently opening up, or they're trying to, and they're meeting resistance. Like Georgia apparently started opening up shops. And Texas apparently was supposed to do the same thing. I've not heard of any shops here, at least in my city, opening up. Dang it, he's gonna destroy it. So yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on there. Because as far as I know, here locally, The only places that are open are like the grocery stores, the pharmacies. Fast food joints are open, but you can only get food to go. So I don't know how exactly that's working. Working from home. Oh, you're working from home. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good, man. You can work from home still. So that's good. Some people can't work from home. Oh, speaking of working, I know that one of the big jobs that still people are really doing right now is the truckers, the people who move stuff from place to place. There was a story that I read. I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. I kind of want to look it up because it's a sad story. I hate to say it, but it is a sad story. Let me see. Yeah, I can't find it, but there was come on. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Don't give me this crap. 4 Australian police officers fatally struck during traffic stop. So apparently they had done a traffic stop and they were, out there doing their job. And a trucker who didn't see them, I don't know how he could not have seen them or he wasn't paying attention. He ran right into them and killed them all. 4 of them. 4 people. 4 police officers. So that was a little nuts. Very unfortunate. How do I want to play this? Guess we're just going to bring the big guy out. But yeah, that happened, I believe it was yesterday or day before yesterday. That's kind of nuts, man. Like I said, how he did not see... I mean, the only thing I can imagine is that they didn't have their flashers on, their lights. I mean, even for... at least here in the United States, I don't know exactly how they do it in Australia. But here in the United States, whenever somebody, whenever they pull somebody over, they always have their lights on. Always have their lights. So, like I said, I don't know what was going on there as far as how the whole situation unfolded. But yeah, the guy just ran right into them and... Ooh, yeah, that's... I can only imagine the other officers that show up on the scene and see that carnage. Man, that's rough, man. It's insanely rough. Oh, I'm gonna get your synchro, aren't you? You have nothing to do with the minute. He's gonna target my frickin' monster. Yes. Sucks. He's gonna get his... I think he's gonna get his card back, so he can equip it again. Oh, he gets a search, and I think he's gonna pump up his monster here. Oh, he's not. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought he was gonna pump up his monster. Gearbox. Well, let's just get rid of this dude. Let's see. I can set the gearbox. Just for the heck of it. Probably use it for more poly material here in a bit. Well, if you don't have anything to do there at the moment, just kind of chill, man. Read the news, I don't know. That's what we used to do when I worked for for the few years I worked for AT&T Wireless. When I worked in one of their call centers, they would of course they had very tight controls on their internet. They wouldn't let us go to just any websites, that kind of stuff, but they did let us go to do I want to bring this guy? Let's bring this guy. But they did let us go to a lot of news websites, so that was like a big thing that we would do. So we would just go to the news sites and read all about that stuff when it was slow. Let's see. Could bring Rebellion. Nah. Castell. No. Let me see. Let's bring this dude. Yeah, it's hard to believe now that there was ever a time when we didn't have a queue at AT&T Wireless. A queue meaning people waiting to be served. Let's see, let's bring the Wyvern. Does I still have my summon? Yes. Now we can grab another box. And now we can use the box effect. Yes. And we can grab the frame. I could bring another ancient gear right now if I wanted to. Let's see. I could bring another big 44 attacker. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just finish this. Could bring the howitzer, but not. Or I could bring the big dude. He has breakthrough. Well, we'll just bring this guy. So we'll do that, that, and that. Okay, so we should cause, hopefully, enough damage here. Oh, yeah. We're good. I saw that thing at 400 defense. I'm like, oh, we're good. I'm gonna buy some packs because there's still a few cards I don't have. I've been trying like hell to get the last pack in so many of these, or the last card in all of these packs. Look at that. I only need one card out of 3 of these. I need a couple cards here, a couple cards there, a couple cards there. They just don't want to give them to me. Who was I buying yesterday? I think I was buying kites yesterday, and they just would not give me any new cards. All right, Onion Head, let's see what you got for me. Wow, number C107 Neo Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon. I think we already had that. Sector Hornet, it's a good card. Dre, OnlyFans needs to cut me a check when promoting them. Why do you keep promoting them? I don't think they need any promotion. Because anybody who knows what OnlyFans is probably already know for the wrong reasons. The only reason that I know what OnlyFans is because of Twitch. Because, of course, on Twitch, you can only... How can I put this? You can only do so much on Twitch, which is why they promote not only their Patreon, but their OnlyFans accounts. Because the OnlyFans and Patreon accounts, they offer bonus content. I'll say that. You all can figure out the rest on your own. At that point, it's like, you know, why don't you just become a... In fact, there was a... Let me see if I can find... There was a story. Oh my god, I have to find this now. This is going to get me demonetized, but what the hell? Not like I'm making money on these anyway. Let me see if I can find this. Why is it sending me to books? This is not at all what I was, hold on. Let's see. Let me go to news. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it, darn. Anyways, there was an article. I think it was more of a satirical article than anything about how cam girls, and I'm sure you all know what they do. They provide a certain service in exchange for money. But there was an article, and it interviewed a cam girl, and she said that she is now overworked because she can't keep up with demand. So apparently she's got a lot of customers right now. And she said that it's nearly impossible for her to keep up with the demand. And one of her quotes was, again, this is going to freaking get me demonetized. One of her quotes was, I can't just spend the entire month dildoing myself. Which I thought was hilarious. It was just so funny. Because you're like, hey, dream job. You know, you get to do that all day, and she's like, no, man, you just get tired of it after. And I kind of understand where she's coming from. You do something too much, and even if you enjoy it, you're gonna eventually get sick of it. It's kind of like, it's like, think of it like this. Like, I like pizza. Who doesn't like pizza, right? I love pizza. You said, if you were to send me a pizza right now, I'd be like, yeah, pizza, and eat it. But after having pizza every meal for like a month, you never want to see pizza ever again. You're like, no, I'm so sick of it. Give me something else. It's kind of like that. So yeah, that's the trials that she's going through. I guess the good thing is that apparently they're making good money. Some of them are making good money. But there's the thing that I'm kind of seeing now is that I guess the PG-13 cam girls, I guess we'll call them that. The ones that don't go too far, if you know what I mean. The ones who maybe show a little skin and that's about it. That are on Twitch. They're not making a ton of money, but their X-rated counterparts are. So that's interesting. Utopic Zexel. And in case anybody's wondering, yes, I did mark this video or this stream as not safe for children. So yeah, children should not be watching this. This is rigged for adults. So I can say stuff like that, but still, you know, YouTube's kind of weird. XYZ Gift, Gaga Samurai, Chaos Chimera Dragon. And they are not giving me any new cards. Door of Destiny. Oh, in fact, it was funny. I had mentioned to iChan the other day that we were talking about her in the show, in our stream, and she's like, "Oh God, what did you all say?" And I said, "No, it's nothing bad. We were just talking about the various streamers that we watch, you know, and who we enjoy and stuff like that." And I said, "Yeah, your name came up that we actually enjoy your streams." And she's like, "Oh, okay." Children shouldn't be watching a children's card game. Hey, I marked it as not for kids. So, blah. Antitopian. But there's that one girl that I mentioned a couple of days ago. She's getting really popular. Because when I first kind of discovered her, she only had like 40 or 50 people watching her. Which for some of us would be amazing. But for a cam girl, I guess, or a Twitch girl, that's pretty low. But now she's getting up there like 800, 900, 1,000 viewers at a time. And I think it's starting to go to her head a little bit. She's kind of changed the way she approaches the show now. And it's kind of, I don't know, how could I put it? I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, when you meet somebody and they're you know, they're pretty cool and awesome and stuff like that, and you've been their friend for a long time, and then suddenly something happens to them, like something really great happens, like maybe they come into a bunch of money, or maybe they get a really good job, and then suddenly their attitude changes. That's kind of what I'm seeing happening here. I mean, she's not necessarily turning into a terrible person, but it's gotten to the point where she realizes that a lot of people really like watching her. And so, when stuff like that happens, you kind of sometimes get a big head. So I don't know if that's exactly what she's going to go to. She's young. She's like 23 or 24, I think. I forget. She had mentioned her age once. She's a young woman, so I guess, do whatever you want to do. Just don't get too full of yourself. Burning Abyss. We're going to go Aroma. We'll go to the ladder today, too. Might as well do a couple of ladders. A couple of ladder matches. See what happens. Worst I can do. The worst thing that can happen to me is I lose. Bends. Oh my goodness, that's a weird starting hand. Kind of want to throw that out there first. Yeah, let's just get to that to the graveyard. Ah, crap. At least I got him to 2 for 1 himself. XYZ? Nope. Damn. Decisions. I don't want to use the Rose Lover too early. I am kind of amazed, though, that I'm not getting any of my life point increase cards. No Humid Winds, no Aroma Gardens, nothing. I've gotten 9 of them, and I think I have a Terraforming in here, too. So it's kind of amazing that I hadn't drawn at least 1. Okay, now we'll probably see XYZ. Yep, here we go. What you gonna bring, dude? 3 stars. Dante. Is her name Benz on Twitch? No, that's not her. Oh, yeah, you see, helped her make Discord and Twitch, and she started getting followers, subs, and attitude. That happens a lot. Where people, like I said, sometimes success gets to people's heads. And people have to realize that success can be a fleeting thing. And so can fame is even more fleeting than success. You may be the big deal right now, but in 6 months, you may be nothing. So, yeah, I hope that people don't... Ooh, what is this? Oh, sending more stuff. Okay. People need to remember, that stuff, times can change really quickly. God, I'm gonna have to... This sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, let me see. Again, XYZ, using one Dante material. So this way, the following effect cannot be activated this turn. During either play, you can touch one XYZ card. Send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is destroyed by cards upon this card, a battle or card effect, and sent to the graveyard. Especially 1 Burning Abyss monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Wow. That's pretty good. Damn. Well, Little Jasmine's not going to do anything for me right now. Damn. That sucks. Tornado Dragon. Utopia. I may have to go Dark Rebellion. The only thing is I'm going to give her something from her extra deck. And that's going to suck. Yeah, I'm going to have to go Dark Rebellion. Damn. Because otherwise I don't have a chance. I mean, I've only got 47 life left. Damn, I'm going to have to do... I don't want to do this, but I have to. Starting with 3 Rosemaries really sucked. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Okay, I don't necessarily have to destroy that right now, but... Aroma Mage. Or Aroma Mage is meta. Is it? Because of the new cards? I know y'all got a lot of new cards. Yeah, I don't necessarily have to destroy that right now. So we'll hit the face down. And at this point now we've got him top decking. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. God damn it. I guess we should have destroyed her. And he's doing a lot of stuff in his graveyard. It makes me think I need to face him with Gravekeepers. He's gonna hit for 1,000, okay. Well, now she has no material, so I guess that's good. Okay, he's defending right now. Come on, man, give me a freaking garden. Freaking Galaxy, oh my god. Ouch. Yeah, unless I can start gaining life points here, I'm gonna be in a bind. You rage quit every time you play Aroma. So he's gonna try and pump his guy up a bit here. She wants to destroy it. Oh, okay, makes sense. Bring that thing out. I'm gonna destroy my... yeah. That makes perfect sense. People keep saying that XYZ is coming soon, but I don't know. I'll do it. Jesus, I cannot draw... I mean... Come on, deck. What are you doing to me here? Let's see. 3 burning investment fusion. Okay. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. Once per turn during the player's turn, you can send one burning invest card from your hand. Okay. Can't do that yet. If this card is destroyed by battle instead of the graveyard, or if this card controls sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can send one random card from your... okay. Well, let's get rid of the backfield already. Okay, now, please, Pot of Duality. Give me something. It just sucks because with Pot of Duality, I can't special summon. Monster Born. Finally, frickin' Garden. Give me that. And now the question is, can I survive? Damn. Because I can't special summon, so that sucks. Let me see what I get with my Jasmine effect. Cupid wins. I'm gonna have to defense here. At least she's got 24 defense. So hopefully she can survive. Kite will have to hit me with that over here. Okay, so we should be okay. And I should be able to gain here too. So I'm gonna get another card to my hand. Yes. Mirror Force. You missed it, Dre. We talked about the draft. 1,000. Now we're getting some life points, thankfully. But yeah, I mentioned that Joe Burrow went to the Bengals, which was completely expected, and then also that the Cowboys got a great pick in CeeDee Lamb. I'm surprised CeeDee Lamb lasted as long as he did. I really am. Hold on, who do I have here? Got the Rebellion Dragon, a Rosemary. 3 Rosemaries, of course, and a Jasmine. 28 attacker, huh? Probably best thing I can do is Monster Reborn a Jasmine. Well, I could do that. Let me check something here. All monsters. Okay. So I could do the Rebellion Dragon. And I'll get rid of the fusion. Damn. But Jasmine could also give me... I'm gonna go Jasmine. I'm taking a chance. So we'll throw Jasmine down there. Because Jasmine could give me my bird, which is what I'm hoping for. 10 minutes to go. Let's see if I do. I could also pump this up. Yeah, because this will power them down. But then I still have the Mirror Force. So I can afford to take some chances here. Let's see, he's got 6,050. Let's gain from our garden. Give me Berg, give me Berg. Come on, give me a Berg. It's not a Berg. Damn it. And I can't bring the other Jasmine quite yet, because she's wouldn't be unkillable. Let's pay the 1,000, and we'll get Berg. Actually, I could get... Well, I've got options now. Could get a tuner. Let's grab Berg. Not quite yet. Let's see, that's a Galaxy. Okay. I want to keep Jasmine on the field, so I'm going to get rid of Kanaga. So now we'll gain. And Berg's effect will go. Nice. So we're at 45. Okay, so I can get rid of this big dude now. He gets his effect. Oh, don't discard it. Don't. Thank you. Okay. I completely forgot about his discard effect. Okay, so we're going to put this down now. I should have put that down, so it wouldn't even have been... Jesus, that was close. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still in much better shape than I was. So even if they had discarded my mirror, I still would have been okay. Okay, yeah, they're on defensive now, so that's good. Yes, I'm going to gain. Now that I can start gaining life points, things are getting much better now. Another Jasmine. Do I want to spend the 1,000? Yeah, screw it. Let's spend the 1,000. Get another card. No! Oh my god! Oh, F you, Switch. Ugh. Come on, this is happening too often. Ah. I was doing the comeback. God damn it. Man, why do you want to do this to me? And it happens every time when the match is good. It's not when I'm just getting my butt kicked, it just dies. The match was getting really good. I was hanging in there. And then I started making the comeback and it dies. God dang it, man. Freaking Switch, I swear to God. That was a good match, man. Who's I playing? Kite? I'm gonna go play him again. That was a good match. Burning Abyss versus Aroma again. I'm gonna go right back into it, man. I was enjoying that. Oh, wow. That is another strange hand. Okay, we're gonna put some winds down there. Marjoram? I run Sweet Marjoram. But I don't do the other Marjoram. I could, I guess. But I'm pretty happy with the way the deck is right now. But I run this Jasmine, which is a Link monster. When you're able to get her out and you have more life points than your opponent, she's pretty amazing. I've actually never gotten this card out, Marjoram. I've never needed to. And then, of course, I've got the other one, the Rosemary. Rosemary I've gotten out a couple times. But yeah, the Marjoram I don't use at all. But the Link monster and the Rosemary Synchro I do use. Put some Bottomless down there. Okay. I could put Marjoram. I just got to read her again and see exactly what she does. See how she works. I could switch out a Kananga for her. Because I think I run 2 Kanangas. Oh, we're going to get XYZ already. Yep. I'm actually going to let that go. And let's see, does the XYZ right now? Oh, you suck. What are you going to grab? Okay. Oh, getting both of them. You son of a biscuit. Crap. Yes. At least let me get a search here. I'm going to grab my Berg right now. Damn. I wanted to hold the Bottomless. Oh, you suck. Oh, now you're doing it. Wow. Okay. That really sucks now. Because he removed my frickin'... Oh, my Rose Lover is... That was the only reason I got the Berg. Is because of Rose Lover. Oh, man. I'm going to take a ton of damage here. What are you talking about? Time to upload and get it on PC. There is no uploading of this data. That's not how that works. If I get it on PC, I have to start all over. That's probably the biggest reason why I haven't moved to PC yet. Because, again, I only need like 35, 40 cards. And you see how long it takes me sometimes to get some of these cards. So if I go to PC and I start all over again, that means all my decks are gone, all my cards are gone. Man, Kite kicked my ass there. I have to start all over again because there is no uploading with this. It's not like Duel Links. If it was, if I could just move it to PC, oh hell yeah, I would have done that a long time ago. But I can't, simply because I have to start all over again. And that would suck. It would take a ton of time. And again, one of the big things that I kind of like about Switch is that farming DP is much easier. Like I said, whenever I can just go and lie down in bed, watch a show on my tablet, and then just, you know, farm DP on the Switch. So that's kind of the biggest reason why I've stayed with Switch, is because I'm able to do that. Ugh. Believe me, I wish I could do that. I mean, heck, I can actually go and... Because I'm fairly certain there is no way, because, I mean, I don't see any way in the game to upload anything. Let me see. Help and options. Settings, credits, controls, tutorials. Let's just control. BGM. Yeah, see, it doesn't have any options or anything like that to upload. Kind of wish it did. If it did, that'd be awesome, but no. All right, Kaiba, give me your last card. I'm still considering it on PC, though. Because if I get it on PC, I'm just going to completely stop playing on Switch. And that... Oh, and here's another thing, another reason why I might sell my Switch. Apparently, because of Animal Crossing, Switch got insanely... I mean, Switch was always popular. But now that Animal Crossing came out, it's gotten even more popular, and places everywhere are selling out of Switch. They're selling out. And so people who have Switch but don't play Animal Crossing, they're selling their Switch now and either getting exactly what they invested back on it or making a profit. So I thought to myself, you know, I could do that. I could sell my Switch and probably get the $300 that I spent on it back. The thing is that that also makes me think, though, is that do I want to sell my controller? Because I paid how much did I pay for this? I paid $70 for this controller. It's a good controller, but it's specifically for the Nintendo Switch. But it's Bluetooth, so I imagine you could pair it with other, you know, game consoles and stuff like that. But I only have the one console. I guess I could pair it with my computer, but I don't have Bluetooth on my computer. I could get a dongle that would add Bluetooth. In fact, I'm going to look. How much is a dongle? I don't think the Bluetooth dongles are that expensive. Let's see. Amazon. Bluetooth dongle for PC Windows. Here we go. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Look at this. Bluetooth dongle, $10. There are some others in here for like $8, but those look pretty cheap. TP-Link, yeah, TP-Link, $10. TP-Link is a good brand. They're solid. Some of these other brands I don't know, so I wouldn't trust those. But yeah, I could get a Bluetooth dongle and still keep using my controller. But I can probably sell the controller for at least $50 if I wanted to. I mean, because it's still in beautiful shape. And do I need Wi-Fi? Yes. It's not, I would say it's not required. Wi-Fi for your Switch is not required, but it's helpful. Because without connecting to the internet, you won't be able to get any of your updates. If there are any updates to any of your games, you won't be able to get them. Plus, Switch does occasionally update their operating system. So you would need to have Wi-Fi or internet connection for that as well. You could still play. You could, if I were to sell you the Switch and the game, you could still play the game. But without Wi-Fi, you won't be able to get any updates. You won't be able to play online. Of course, you have to... Switch, Nintendo has one of those things, kind of like, what is it called? Xbox Live? how you have to pay monthly so you can access online content. Switch is similar. It's only like $4 a month, or you could pay for a year. I think it's like $20 for a year. So they have that too. But yeah, it definitely get a better experience if you have Wi-Fi. It's definitely better. Jay's like, man, dude, I'm thinking about it. He's like, I'm thinking about it. But I'm also thinking about selling it, but I'm not 100%. In fact, let me go to eBay real quick. I want to take a quick look. How much are people selling their Switch for? Nintendo Switch console. Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy shnikes. These are expensive. Okay. So for the Switch Lite, which is basically the one where you can't really hook it up to your TV or anything like that. It's basically just a portable game console. They're asking $225 up to $255, which is not bad. But for the Switch, yeah, like I'm seeing one right now, brand new inbox. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a refurbished unit. It comes with the Joy-Cons and everything. No games, $469. That's expensive. There's another one on here. Nintendo Switch console, 32 gigabyte with Joy-Cons, box, dock, and accessories. $316 right now, but that's on auction. It's being bid for right now. So that's going to sell for a lot more than that. I'm thinking that guy's going to get at least $375. So yeah, apparently, yeah, and this is all, I mean, he has a picture of all the stuff. This is all the stuff I have too. The only difference is that I have the original box still, because whenever I buy electronics, I don't sell my boxes. Or not sell my boxes. I don't throw away my boxes. I keep them all just in case I ever want to resell. So yeah, he doesn't have the original box, but he has all the stuff. He's got the caddies, he's got the Joy-Cons, the plug, he's got everything. And it looks like, I mean, the Switch he has is in good condition, and already he's getting 316 at least. That's wow. I'm thinking about that now. Some of these are selling really well. This other guy is selling just the Switch by itself with no attachments, nothing, just the actual console. For $290, but again, that's no Joy-Cons, that's no power output, no HDMI cable, no cradle, nothing. It's just the console by itself. Then there's another guy selling his Switch with Super Mario Odyssey, which is nice. That's actually a really fun game, I hear. And he's asking $400 for his, plus $20 shipping. Let me see. Here's another one. A similar situation. Guy is selling his Switch. What game is that? He's including a game, I think. Is that... Oh, Pokemon Tournament. Okay, so he is including a game. And the current bid right now is $385. Wow. Yeah, the buy it now. Let me look at just the buy it nows. Would I trade for cash in a Nintendo 64? I would not. I would have to say no, sorry. I don't really have any use for Nintendo 64. Oh, plus, don't quote me on this. I don't know if and when it's happening, but I'm hearing rumors that Nintendo is prepping Switch to be able to use or to be able to play Nintendo 64 games. Again, I don't know when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen. It'll be similar to this. Like, here, I've shown you this before. Like here, see how I have these little emulators that are on my Switch? And the thing is, Nintendo gives you these. And so, like, this is the emulator for the original NES. This is the Super Nintendo. So the N64 will get an emulator all its own. And then, of course, just like these, they give you a selection of games to play. So that's another reason why I'm kind of wanting to stick with it. Because if I could play Nintendo 64 games on this, it'd be really hard to sell. For me to let go of, I mean. Because, don't get me wrong, I like Nintendo 64. They've got a lot of fun games. But when I can play NES titles, Super NES titles, Switch titles, and N64 titles on one console, that's pretty awesome, man. What is this? Who is bugging me? Trials of Mana? But yeah, it's tempting, dude. It is a tempting proposition because looking at those prices on eBay, if I sold my Switch, not even with the game, not even including the game, if I sold my Switch with just all the original stuff that came with it plus my controller, I could probably get like $400. Could probably get $400. Man, I'll have to really think about that because, like I said, the Animal Crossing thing, people are going nuts over it. Oh wow, look at this one. Okay, so this one is a gray console. Again, it's just the console with all the regular stuff. $430. Here's another one, $425. Oh, that's just with a back plate. Here's another one. Pre-owned, $440. Now I think they're asking too much. Because now I'm seeing the prices going up to like $480, $500. That's too much. Then now that's way too much. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I don't think anybody should pay $500 for a Switch. That's getting stupid now. But yeah, I could get. I mean, because the controller really sweetens the deal, I think. Because like I said, it's a good controller, and it's Bluetooth, and you can use it with any of your other consoles too. So if you got like a PlayStation 4 or something, you can use it with PlayStation. Not that you would necessarily want to, but you could. And even then, I might still just keep the controller. It's a good controller. Because I actually like this. I actually like this Switch controller better than this other controller that I use to play some of my Steam games. Because I have another controller that's very similar to a PlayStation 3 controller. The only thing I don't like about it is the D-pad is really loose, so I don't get that fine control that I like to have. Whereas the D-pad on this Nintendo Switch controller is much better. Yeah, this one is much, much better. Plus, it's in a different spot. So, anyway, let me get back to playing the game because I'm just talking too much now. All right, deep eyes. But yeah, that's why I'm thinking, you know, I could sell that, go and restart everything on PC, but that's a long journey, man. Sell your Duel Links again. Are people selling them? I kind of don't want to sell my Duel Links account. Kind of like having it. Oh, wow, they are. Duel Links account. Oh my god. Duel Links account, brand new, $500 and apparently $4 for shipping. I don't know what you would want to... Okay. Here's another one. Duel Links account with 2,000 gems, $120. That doesn't make sense. And then another one for $100. There's a few of them here, huh? Well, actually, no, there's not too many. There's only like 3. But I see what they're doing. There's, oh, somebody's selling their Steam account with 28 games. Wow. I didn't even think people actually did this sort of stuff. I guess they do. Well, I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense because I want to keep all my games. $215 off your account. He sold it. But the thing is, if this guy wants $500 for his account, he better have some amazing cards. And from what I'm seeing right now, he doesn't. I mean, he's got some good stuff. He's got like Galaxies and some Blue Eyes stuff. Got a couple Cyber Dragons. What is this? What deck is that? Oh, he's showing some of the decks he has there. He's got that Thunder Dragon deck. He's got some okay stuff. I don't think it's worth what he's asking, though. Because if anybody really wanted to start playing... Because for new players, they basically hand you a mountain of gems. Like, if you start a new account, you get a mountain of gems. And at that point, you can basically just go and buy mass packs of any pack you want and build a meta deck within hours. You can literally just go and spend all your gems that you get and have a meta deck within a couple of hours. So the only benefit I see to buy an account would be is if you want some of those older cards that maybe come in handy every now and then, but you just don't want to spend your gems on them. So, I don't know. I kind of see the point, but then I wouldn't do that. Let's see. Let's go second. All right, Cyrus. Yeah, Cyrus. Yeah. Oh, Machina Fortress. Already got a big gun out there, huh? Gear Town already. Let's go ahead and, let me think, call, let's bring this dude out here. The Hunting Hound. That's right, Cyrus, take 600. Take it, take it, take it. Let's see. Ooh. Every gear monsters your opponent cannot activate spell trap cards to delay the damage step. So you can summon using 2 or more engine gears. Okay, attack it. Oh wow, okay. So I get multiple attacks. And this one is just one attack, right? I kind of want to do this because I want to hold my frame. Plus your Duel Links. Dude, I have more than $125 worth of cards on that Duel Links account. Oh crap, I screwed up. Damn it, I meant to choose the Reactor Dragon. That's alright. We'll work with it. We'll figure it out. Freaking bottomless, oh my god. He ended up with something just as bad. Alright. Gear Town, go to work. Ow! Yeah, I wanted to throw the Reactor Dragon away so that I could bring it back. Let me see. Hold on. Does this... Let's wait. I'm gonna wait and see what he does here. Come on, destroy my Gear Town, man. You know you want to. Oh, crap. That sucks. That really sucks. Damn, and now I'm stuck with a frickin' Reactor Dragon in my hand. That's why I wanted to dump that first and hold on to the frame. But I screwed up. That's what I get for trying to talk to y'all when I'm playing. How many times have I screwed up because I was just talking to you guys and I'm like, oh crap, I did the wrong thing. Well, now I need to draw an MST. That's not an MST. Yeah, I'm dead. Pretty dead here. All because I sent the wrong frickin' card to the graveyard. He might have still gotten me, but I think I'd be in better shape if I had sent this Reactor Dragon instead. One more turn. Come on, MST. Or Cyclone would work now too. Nice! Okay, please don't chain anything. I didn't want to send the one from my hand, but I wasn't paying attention again. That's right, kids. You need to pay attention whenever you're playing. Because I'm just destroying everything at this point. Yeah, this match has really gone down the toilet. It's bad. Oh crap, he's gonna synchro summon again. Oh, he did offense it. Okay. Oh, but he gets to pump it up. That sucks. Yeah, I did everything wrong in that match. Don't ever do that again. Gear shit gear. We're gonna try that again without the screw-ups, hopefully. Let's see how this works. Oh my god, this is bad. Okay, we're still going second. That's actually a great hand right there. Backfield, huh? Lots of backfield. And I know at least one of those is a bottomless. God damn it. Of course. Oh, I know. Probably should have played that first. Let's bring the box. Yes. Handful of cards, can't do anything. Apparently can't even set my bottomless. Jesus. Just bring it all out, buddy. Another one, huh? What do you got now? Burrito. He's just gonna keep doing this. Stop it. And of course, it got backfilled. Engineer Knight. I'm gonna actually grab the dog here. Now I got the dog, although that may have been a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have. Dude, I can't believe I'm screwing up this badly. I don't know, man. My mind is not in the game for some reason. I don't even know why I got the dog that time. I should not have gotten the dog. I should not even have brought the wyvern that time. What is going on? I just can't. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's like I can't figure it. I mean, I know the right move to do. I'm just not making the right move. Man, freaking little Cyrus is kicking my ass. No. Oh man, again I could bring that thing. Or that. Kinda wanna bring that. Because if that dies, then I can at least get that. So we'll send the golem and the reactor. I have a feeling that he's going to bottomless this. He always bottomless. Come on, do it. Oh, he didn't do it. It's amazing. Ancient Gear Castle. Pump up our monsters a bit. Here we go. He's gonna bring out. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, chain defense. Okay. Oh wow, is that all you got? Oh, limiter, you suck. Let me see, sinkers away. It's a good move, man. He's gonna lose those monsters anyway, so it's a good move. Gear Town. 6,600. I can probably survive this one turn without bringing a monster. More face down, huh? Double Cyclone. Finally, I'm getting that card more when I need it. Just please don't chain anything. Oh, a Mirror Force. Nice. Let's see. What do I want to bring? Reactor Dragon. Can bring that dude. Because the Reactor Dragon's going to get pumped up to 33. And this guy will get pumped up to 36. So either one of them is going to be able to kill it. do Reactor Dragon. And a Call of the Haunted. Nice. Now we've got him top decking. So not setting that monster, I don't know. It hasn't really shown if it was good or bad yet. But at least I have one more card in my hand. If I draw another Reactor Dragon here. Nope, bottomless, huh? No. I'm fairly certain he's not going to summon anything. But we'll put it down just in case. Yes, I actually did do that. I think with my bottomless, I should be able to get away with this. Yep, there's the XYZ. What are you bringing? Your giant or gigant? No, bottomless. Nice. No! He's gonna bring it again, son of a biscuit. Or he could bring some. Oh no, he's gonna end. Okay, well he's lost then. Okay, yeah, it's over now. I swear, every time I bring out the howitzer, I win. When I neglect the howitzer, I lose. Card shop. Yeah, card shop. Let's buy stuff. Alright, Joey, give me your last card. Nope, that's not it. Majesty's Fiend. Activate monster effects. Wow, that's a 7-star, right? No, it's a 6. Wow. I don't remember getting that card before, but I like the effect. That's a good effect. Saravis, the Ancient and Ascended. Bee Dragon Jungle King. I don't remember seeing that card. Makira. I don't think he's going to give me the card. Graceful Dice. Reshif. Heavy Metal Raiders. Vanity's a Ruler. Yeah, he's not going to give it to me. You suck, Joey. Flame Cerberus. North Wemco. Yep. Ooh. Well, that does it for me today. I'm going to go and read more news. Because why not? Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. My vacuum cleaner is supposed to get here today, so yay, I get to vacuum. Until then, be safe. Don't inject bleach and don't drink it because it's bad for you. I'll see y'all later.